from Suncoast in Vegas. We're here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Rising Tide was the format today for the first time in a while. It's a total pinfall event where we eliminate the lowest score from the semis after game 1, the lowest 2 totals after game 2, the lowest 3 totals after game 3, etc. The tide rises faster and faster until they're all gone except the champ. Scratch division is down to the final 3, and it's Joe Durenser, Chris Tucker, and overall leader Wesley Lowe. They're surrounded by the handicap division round of 12 and the U17 title match, which we'll catch a little bit of right now, which is very close over there. Wesley, the pinfall leader, as you can see here, he's got himself a healthy lead at 186 up. Joe sitting at 73 up and Chris at 28 up. The other little variable which still makes this a match is that there's a lifeline bonus if you have the high game each round. In round 4, it's 40 pins. So if Joe or Chris can snap off a big enough game, add 40 to whatever they bowl, it's potentially enough room to catch Wes. But Wes is probably going to make it really hard on them for them to do that, as he started spare, strike. And if he does enough on his end, there is nothing Chris and Joe can do about it. Good stuff here at Suncoast with an early morning start time. They have a large league on a Sunday afternoon. Good for them. But all worked out. Oh! And Chris Tucker will be so happy to have the 4-5-10 on camera. Oh my goodness. We bowled on Rome today, and we've seen a couple 5-7-10s, a couple other weird leaves. But the pocket 4-5-10 out of a power player like Tucker, he may never leave that again in his life. Joe with 3 in a row, and he's got the hot hand right now. He shot 259 last game with that lifeline to get up to plus 73 where he is now. Oh. I don't know if you should have shot it that way or tried to make the 4-5. I don't know. How many people have... I think so too. What do you have to say for yourself?
It's terrible. I'm the good Tucker bowl.
That is Sister Alyssa, who's still alive in the handicap division.
Thanks.
No, Wesley fails to double. Every time he doesn't and Joe keeps striking, it gets a little more interesting. For the haters out there, our tour is open to anybody 21 and under who does not have a PBA card. Wesley fits that bill, so anybody else. Right, Serge? Right. Well, everybody wants to know what Chris is going to leave now. Well, now he's got a bucket to shoot at. This ball is suddenly not going through the pins right, to say the least. Very nice job of Wes with the spare. Current main event champ. The first bowler to win back-to-back scratch main events. Only the third bowler to win singles twice in main event. That was his 24th career JBT title. Tucker's still living, looking for his first, and Joe's got a variety pack of titles. 2 of ours, 2 of the East Coast JBT, and then 1 in handicap. So a 5-time champ when he had it all together. No trouble at the bucket for him. Sorrell got a double in the last few frames to open up a sizable advantage over Dominic Olivares. Sorrell already in the U17 TPC, but definitely in the U17 Bowler of the Year race, as well as the Mojave regular Bowler of the Year race. Dominic still needs 3 wins to get into that U17 TPC. Joe's string ends at 3. Filling frames for Wes should be enough, but he doesn't want to back into it. Joe can strike all day long when he gets locked in. You don't want to give him any glimmer of hope. Sorrell's beside himself over there. I guess he didn't think that was a very good shot. Tries to explain to Jafel what just happened there. Good job from Dominic making the U17 title match. Just barely missed the scratch cut today. First season of scratch, it really is a getting your feet wet process. To go from, you know, playing 10-year-old kids to playing Wesley Lowe is quite a leap. Now some dude. There's the strike from Tucker. All is well in the Tucker world again. Wesley missed that spare in the 5th. So if Joe shoots 79, he would go plus 119 to get him to 192, which would make Wesley need 207. So there's room here, kids. He has the best look of the three, that's for sure. How much can he run it? Right? Yeah, how much can he continue to strike? Oh, and meanwhile, Wesley continues to not strike. Now he's solid 8. And isn't his thoughts about that written all over his body? Nine and 10-year-old girls won in the doubles yesterday in handicap. A young lady is leading them all in handicap right now. She's got a lot of company before we see her on the video. Tucker with a nice ball change to the only other ball he can use. It was 2-ball max today. And that limits your equipment choices, so it requires a lot of physical adjustments with 10 games on Rome. Olivares finishes out with 153. It's not going to be enough over there, as Sorrell will continue his dominance in Mojave U17 matches. Dustin's been around the pocket. He's just got to find a way to get 10 down. That's certainly one of them. Nothing was standing on that shot. Newly signed with EBI family member, Columbia 300. Oh, Joe gets that solid 9 to fall out. Game on over there. Sorrell can strike to get into the 230s. Catch a second in his action. You betcha. That guy throws a tank, and he's still got half a decade to bowl JBT if he wants. This is at least tied for best career performance. He has a high finish of 3rd in the scratch division and the handicap division. You do. You have. Eric Hatchett, ladies and gentlemen. I'm up. He of the heartbreaking doubles finishes.
Yeah.
Joe in the 7th. Oh, man. Real good ball. You get a little less entry angle on this long pattern. Some of these light hits aren't carrying the way that they would if they were coming, booming over from the 1st and 2nd arrow. And obviously a painful, but still plenty of time in this match now. Big shot for Lowe suddenly coming up here in the 8th frame. Oh, and that is a killer mistake. Cannot be missing those 9 counts. Boy, oh boy. See if that doesn't relax Wesley, or if he doesn't just level this. Yep. Boy, oh boy. Absolutely pivotal 7th frame right there. It's Joe 9 outs on a 7 pin. Brandon. The handicap cards are coming in now, so we're good. First card in, don't make nothing. Well, now Joe can max for 246. That'll be plus 86 to take him to 159, so Wes would only need in the 180s, and he's going on a 190 pace, so just utterly changes the complexion of this match as Chris will add a 1-5 to his on-camera roll. Not the game he wanted, but he beat an awful lot of people to get this far. It's looking very much like low Joe Chris will be the result. Thank you, miss. Thank you, miss. Sorry, thank you. Wes can end things here in the ninth with 10 more back. There you go. Didn't make it easy there. But in the end, Wes just had too much breathing room. Thank you very much. We will see if it's enough. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, both of you. Yes. Well, we'll have to see what happens. We still got 4 more cards. Joe with a wry smile on his face as he comes back. That 7th grade miss is going to haunt him. Thank you, sir. Let's see what happens here. Thank you, sir. Let's see what's happening. Tucker with a nice string to finish out here. He can get to 207. It's going to be 3rd place. As Wesley reconsolidates, as soon as Joe missed, what did Wes do? 4-bagger. It's a game of momentum at this level. Wesley regained it in just enough time for a 214 to take down title number 25. Extraordinary young man. Joe's going to get to the 220s. He's going to, if he spares this up, he'll get the bonus. And if he misses this, Chris would not get the bonus. Wesley would get the bonus. So yeah, it's going to be Wesley and Chris and Wesley, Joe, and Chris in that order. Anybody beat 249? I don't think so.
Okay, JBT boys and girls, here's where we stand. The U17 division, we're all finished up. Your runner-up today, Dominic Olivares, and your U17 champion, Sorrel Cardina.